How's it going, guys? Mask here. Now, today is a pretty exciting day. There's a huge update coming to Knights Chronicle. Now, this has me excited for more than one reason. I mean, a new update means new content, new stuff to play, new stuff to talk about. Hooray! Like that is awesome. But the behind the scenes message here is this game's getting support. It hasn't been out, or it's been out for what? Maybe a month now? Like, very close to only being a month in, and we're seeing content update. We're seeing a significant amount of new stuff coming to the game, stuff being updated, changed. Full disclosure, I have not read the notes yet. This is going to be a live, first time read with you guys here, but I've got hints of it being huge. Like, there's a lot of stuff. So Netmarble really showing us they're backing this game up. They're ready to play. Like, they're sticking with it. Content updates within the first month of a game coming out. It's just such a great sign. I'm excited. So let's jump into it. We got, it was released today, June 5th. Or sorry, this is about the patch coming out on June 5th. The announcement was released today, June 4th. Just a measurable amount of hours ago. Honorable Heroes, the world of Knights Chronicle continues to expand further, and we have a lot in store for everyone. Discover and explore a new area. The 11th area in the story mode must be coming out. Challenge yourself further with a new dungeon. Meet new heroes and more in this exciting 1.1 update. Details are found below, so check them out. All screenshots taken from a test server may differ from actual update contents. Okay, like that's not too bad. Here we got Shadow Guild and new heroes. So a whole new guild is being added to the game. That's fantastic. So we're going to see new heroes with that as well. A guild. Think about the White Knights Guild. You have heroes that you can pull from banners. There's also Advent heroes, so probably maybe see some of both of those. We have an SSR, Fire, Attribute, Attack type, the Slaughterer Morrigan. Check her out. Learn more. Does this click here actually going to learn more from us? I'm not sure. It will. Nice. Another hero is ready for us to share. We hope you enjoy more about our Knights Chronicle heroes. Today we introduce Morrigan, a beautiful but deadly woman. Who is Morrigan? Member of the Drayden Elites. Morrigan was born to a noble family in Eastern Garniel, disowned after her bloodlust for beautiful men was uncovered. Afraid that the news of her punishment would forever stain their reputation, her family chose to instead strand her in the distant wilds. There she crossed paths with Ammon. He was the first man she targeted but failed to kill. From that day forth, she has served under his command in the Junta Drayden, and Junta Drayden must be the new guild, and has come to dote on him like a lover. There are only two men in the Drayden elite who she cares for, Amon and the almost equally beautiful Burdandi. What does she get from killing beautiful men? This is a weird obsession of hers that I don't wish to understand. So for all you beautiful men out there, be careful when you're around Morrigan. I hope Ashley will be okay. Morrigan, we cannot continue to fall because it's already hell. Alright. Check out her skills. We have Cursed Sword, leader skill, based on 6-star stat. Increase fire allies attack by 40% flat. That is huge. That is our best basic fire attack buff for sure. Carnivorous Sword, inflict damage equal to 100% of attack to 1. This leader buff alone has her a spot on fire teams. This is going to, I mean, more fire units means it's easier to get Electra as the fire lead, though. A mono fire team. Electra is still a leader of that team. Carnivorous Sword, inflict damage equal to 100% of attack to 1 target. 35% to cause bleeding for 30% of attack for 2 turns. So bleeding on her first skill, that's nice. Just to see anything on your first skill, really. Bloody Petals Dance. You have 120% of attack to a target and 2 adjacent enemies. And it can apply bleeding, but removes 1 buff from all 3 targets. And there's no percentage on that, so a guaranteed buff removal. That's really great as well. There's a lot of Advent dungeons that you need buff removal in, and she would be perfect for that. Surge, Bloody Petal, 3rd skill. 300% attack that ignores defense to 1 enemy, just like Seiya does. 60% chance to make target unable to be revived for 2 turns. Decrease the cooldown of skill 3 by 2 turns if the attack fails to kill the target. So it's a 5 skill cooldown if you don't kill the target. And a 60% chance to prevent revival. That's fantastic. And it's a full 300% defense ignoring, so it's one of the biggest nukes we have. That's our maximum one target nuke is one of them that ignores defense. And anti-revive. Hello PvP. Demon Sword Bloody Petal passive. 50% of attack to a bleeding target at the start of the turn. Inflicts damage equal to wow. Increase the caster's attack by 10% for 2 turns when attacking a bleeding target. Stacks up to 5 times. Apply the status Demon Sword Bloody Petal to caster upon killing an enemy to inflict 30% additional damage for 2 turns. Whew. And her Madness, her level 6 skill, 50% chance to apply Demon Sword Bloody Petal to the caster for 2 turns when attacking. Revives with 50% and becomes a Berserker for 3 turns upon death, once per battle. Guarantees to counterattack and multi-strike and decrease damage taken by 25% once the caster becomes a Berserker. Wow! Guaranteed counterattacks, guaranteed multi-strikes, 25% decrease in damage taken once she becomes a Berserker. She is only a Berserker for 3 turns, but 3 turns is plenty. Morgan will most certainly have an impact on the game. She'll come in, she'll be used in PvP immediately, and that is a powerful unit to get out of the game. Did you enjoy learning about Morgan? All right, let's see if we can back this up. This button still back up? It does. Beautiful. That's the Slaughterer Morgan. All right, now we have an SSR Wind Attribute hybrid type, so getting us closer to having solid Ruby-led teams. We can get those mono greens, making them Water World bosses a little easier. The Controller Callie. Loving the art as well. And let's go ahead and learn more. Another spotlight's ready. The Controller Callie, a member of the Dayton Elites as well as determined perfectionist. Callie abhors the imperfection of ordinary humans and is obsessed with divine beings. Driven by an endless craving for knowledge, she has devoted herself to decrypting ancient relics. However, she tends to interpret her findings with a religious bias, which causes factual errors in her work. Callie sees humanity's existence as trivial and in need of controlling, and she aspires to fill that need. That's why she stepped up to make rules and oversee less senior members of the Junta Drayden. Of course, her edicts have to be approved by Amon, and he doesn't always see eye to eye with her. She also frequently comes into conflict with Morrigan, who has very little regard for the rules she sets. Sometimes humans tend to think so independently to the point that rules are not being followed. I guess that's what Callie thinks, so she wants to control them by making more rules. But too much could suffocate them and avoid the rules even more. I hope Callie can take it easy a bit. Callie, uncontrollable freedom is just indulgence. And the art, once again, is beautiful. Whew. We have Callie. Check out Callie's skills. Moon Shadow Ninja, leader skill. Increase wind allies attack by 40%. So we're seeing these characters that are just coming in as our best standalone attack boosts for their elements. Shadow Dagger, so she's got 100% attack to one enemy, and she can brand for 1 turn, and decrease target's buff duration by 1 turn if the caster is hidden. Interesting, so she probably has, assuming she has hides in her kit. Inflicts damage equal to 200% of attack to one enemy, 35% chance to bleed, and inflicts damage equal to 30% of attack to 2 additional enemies and causes them to bleed for 30% of attack for 2 turns. So hold on. In 200% of attack to one enemy, a 35% chance to cause bleeding for 30% of attack for 2 turns, period. Guaranteed effect. It does 30% of your attack to 2 additional enemies, not beside any 2 others on the team, and puts a guaranteed bleed for them on them for 2 turns. That's pretty powerful. Inflicts penetration damage equal to 300%, so it's penetration damage. 300% of attack to one enemy. Inflicts 10% additional damage when attacking attack type enemies. Increases the caster's attack by 40% for 1 turn if the attack kills the target. And a 40% attack buff is huge. So you get that kill with her skill 3, and she's coming in and hitting with skill 2 like a truck. Moon's Shadow passive. Hides the caster for 1 turn. Oh, her passive. This is her main passive, one she starts with. Hides the caster for 1 turn at the start of the wave. 50% chance to hide for 1 turn when using skills. And poisons 3 enemies for 30% of attack for 2 turns if the caster is hiding at the start of the turn. Wow, 3 enemies. Guaranteed poisons 3 enemies for 30% of your attack for 2 turns. That's crazy. As long as you're hiding, and she has a 50% chance to hide for 1 turn when using skills, and automatically hides at the start of every wave. So she enters PvP hidden. And something kind of new. Like this is the first person we've seen with a reliable hide like that. Regeneration magic passive is her main passive. Activates Resolve upon taking fatal damage, recover 100% HP, and blind all enemies for 1 turn. So when she dies, it's Resolve instantly. In a full heal, and blinds all enemies for 1 turn once Resolve is activated. Once per battle. Inflicts 40% additional damage when attacking a target affected by damage over time. So she poisons everybody. She can bleed people easily, brands people, and then does 40% bonus damage to anybody affected by a dot. Damage on damage on damage, and can hide. 50% chance to hide every turn. Another insanely powerful hero being added to the game. Shadow Dagger, Moonlit Shuriken, and Dark Moonlight Strike. Whew. Boom! Let's do it. All right, we got, and that was Callie. I think there's that's Morgan. We got Callie. The Undertaker Claude. Let's check him out. What is that in his hand? It's a giant shield. A giant shield and chain. It's like a chain whip and a giant shield. Let's see what it says. I'm thinking defense unit. No, a shadow assassin from the Junta Draiden's Shadow Guild, who often works in the Dark Forest. He's known as the Undertaker, because he always travels with a coffin, and his gloomy appearance has given rise to the rumor that he's looking for something in the forest. He has a grim tone and a frightening aura, and he always delivers warnings to wanderers he encounters in the woods about the dangers that await them. Many years ago, Claude lost his younger sister, Seiya, in a werewolf attack. It's Seiya's older brother! He swore to avenge his sister's death and distorted time and space in the Dark Forest to preserve Seiya's body and trap the werewolves. Oh my, I had to read that last part a second time. I thought Seiya's body was inside the coffin Claude brings around. So Seiya's body is still in the forest, I suppose? Claude must love his sister very much. I hope he finds a way to revive her somehow so they can be together again, alive and well. Seiya, do not worry, I will revive you. Claude. I'm assuming that's the Seiya we all know. Let's check out Claude's skills. So this is a coffin? What? Black Coffin. Leader skill. Increase dark/wind allies defense by 20%. Did it say what type of... No, it did not. I haven't... whether if he looks like a defense hero with those skills. Death's Arrow. Inflict damage equal to 55% attack to 3 enemies. 30% chance to taunt them for 1 turn. 50% chance to decrease attack by 30% for 2 turns if the target is taunted. Solid. Inflicts damage. So it's a 3-person hit to 3 enemies. It doesn't say that it's 1 plus 2. So it's guaranteed to hit 3 every time, where Electra can only hit a group of 3. So he'll just automatically hit 3 enemies. So that's more reliable. Inflicts damage equal to 200% of attack to 1 enemy. 50% chance to put the target to sleep for 2 turns. 35% chance to brand the target for 2 turns. 50% chance to sleep. That's pretty good. Inflict damage equal to 165% of attack to 3 enemies. 50% chance to apply Looming Death for 2 turns. Looming Death? What? What? Apply Dirge, Ghost Girl, to the caster for 2 turns to grant damage immunity. Penetration damage not included. If an enemy removes the Dirge, Ghost Girl effect from the caster, the enemy falls asleep for 2 turns. Power creeping, alright? This is power creeping. These are all insane heroes getting added to the game. Path to Peace. 70% chance to taunt all enemies 1 turn and apply Veil of Phantasm to all allies, excluding the caster for 1 turn, if the caster is affected by Dirge, Ghost Girl. So when Dirge, Ghost Girl happens, so... Period. Apply Dirge, Ghost Girl to the caster to grant damage immunity. And that's it. His ultimate absolutely applies Ghost Girl to him, just like that, and which is also a 70% chance to taunt all enemies, and and apply Veil of Phantasm to all allies. That's crazy. Changes an ally's lower HP ratio to that of the caster if the caster is affected by Dirge, Ghost Girl at the end of the turn. So he also will heal an ally and bring them up to his HP if he's affected by Dirge Ghost Girl, which, I mean, he gets for 2 turns after using his ult. So he gets to use Spirit Trade twice, and there's no limit on it. It doesn't say it at all. So he's constantly healing people back up to his health. So you build this guy with 20k HP. He's a beast. He's healing. He's taunting. He has the game on lockdown. That's wicked. Death Arrow totally throws the all of his attacks are the coffin. Look at this. He opens the coffin up, and you just get messed right up when he uses Final Breath. All right, we got Claude. Seiya, do not worry, I will revive you. Now, passing Claude, we have the new adventure area. So, new adventure area, number 11, the Dark Forest has been added. 3 difficulty levels, so it's added on easy, normal, and hard with 10 stages each. Free crystals, everybody. That's 40, 80, 120 new free crystals added to the game. Solid. I'll take it. Added a new Advent dungeon, single-player Advent dungeon, Shadow Guild Controller, Callie. Advent. So that's Callie up here, right? Yes. So Callie is an Advent hero. So she's going to be pretty hard for any of us to get our hands on until we have figured the Advent out, learned it, and can actually beat it. Ruin transformation system added. You can transform your ruins into a random ruin from the same set using enhanced stones and gold. You know what? This is interesting. A random ruin from the same set. So as long as it's in the same set, it could be any slot. But it's still going to stay, the ruin grade will be maintained. So it maintains 6 stars. Enhanced level and substats are reset, that's fine. I mean, the goal of doing this would probably most likely be to get better substats. It's the only reason to reroll a ruin. So this is another way for us to farm and attempt to get more substats. For example, I think I'm sitting on something ridiculous like 300,000-400,000 enhanced stones. I have like 300,000-400,000 enhanced stones and a lot of gold right now. I mean, but I have to put some serious attention to my ruins. I'll probably burn through almost all of those. But at some point, I'm sure you are more interested in getting new substats than spending your enhanced stones, and that's when this program is going to come in pretty cool. Yeah, it shows it turning from an attack to an HP ruin, so it changed slot, and it went from attack speed, accuracy, crit strike to crit strike, multi-strike, multi-strike. So it's just another way for us to actually improve our ruins without having to constantly blow 77 energy randomly trying to farm new ones. And when when there's no guarantee that the ruin you're going to get out of that attempt is even going to be the right type, this could be this is certainly a much more efficient way. You're at least getting protection ruins. If you want protection ruin, you know you need one. You know your result's going to be a protection ruin. You could farm the ruin dungeon like 10 times in a row and not even get 1 protection ruin. We're only halfway done. Check it out. Bonus reward system in summon added. Receive additional rewards depending on the cumulative number of times you've summoned. And I'm so sorry. Back it up. All right. Rune. No, rune. Rune. These are runes. It is a rune of protection. Yes, YouTube comment section. I am listening to you and reading you. Back it up. The rune transformation system added. I really had never in my life known that there was 2 ways to say this word. You can transform your runes. I'm trying, all right? I promise you I'm trying. I'm going to practice this more, but we're moving on. Rune. 1 syllable. Rune. I don't know. I am trying. Bonus reward system in summon added. Receive additional rewards depending on the cumulative number of times you summoned in the summon rate up events. New hero trade ticket for each rate up summon. We'll give a new 4-star. We'll give a 4-star new character of each rate up summon. I don't fully understand what they're trying to say here. New hero trade ticket for each rate up summon. We'll give a 4-star new character of each rate up summon. So a ticket. Okay, there it is. New hero trade ticket. So that sounds like it's guaranteeing you. When you get this ticket, it's guaranteeing you someone who's actually on the banner. You summoned in the summon rate up. Okay, so summon tier 1, number of summons 1. Tier 2, 2 summons. Tier 3, 2 summons. 4, 2 summons. 5, 3 summons. Now the question is, can we just do single summons? Can I go 20 crystals? It does show 11 here. So this looks like it's 11. Yeah, and it says 1 remaining. So it's do an 11 pull, get rewarded tier 2. And I'm assuming it's to you get to tier 2 after that. And then I assume you actually, oh no, sorry, you do your first one, you get to tier 1. I think it's you need to do 2 more to get to tier 2. You have to do 2 more summons to get to tier 3, 2 more summons to get to tier 4, and 3 more summons to get to tier 5. You get to tier 5, you're guaranteed one of the banner heroes. I would hope so, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11. That is 2,000 crystals in order to get that new hero trade ticket. I mean, these stamina pots, these rainbow essences, those are hardly rewards. The gold, whatever. 2,000 crystals, so they've made it a little bit even more easy for the whales who can afford to get their hands on 2,000 crystals really easily. Not that rewarded. There it is. But at the same time, I do like this because as the game progresses, I'll come to a point where I am just passively saving up crystals. And now you have sort of a goal. If you aim to save up 2,000 crystals, you know when a banner comes out. And there's a character on that banner that you seriously want to get. You really, really want something off that banner. You know, I can save up 2,000 crystals and I'm guaranteed to actually get one of those banner heroes. No matter what. It's kind of like a goal for you to save up for. PAL Point, Stamina Recharge System added, and PAL Lotto prizes updated. Fantastic. I did a video on PAL Points. I was very unimpressed with the rewards from them. They mostly just feel useless. So you can now purchase 200 stamina using 200 PAL Points. 3 times daily. There you have it, folks. That's where you spend your PAL Points. Moving on. I wouldn't even going to read the rest of it. Among the first PAL enhanced stones has been increased up. Useless. Don't touch the PAL Lotto. You should be spending 600 PAL points a day on stamina. End of story. That's phenomenal. Improved chat preview system. Added the ability to show conversations of the current channel. Okay. Chat preview. I mean, the chat system in game is pretty horrible. There's a lot of work to be done in that. So it's nice to see them acknowledging that there's work to be done there. And they can start doing it. Added the ability to show conversations. I've improved the chat. Keep going. You guys are doing great. Improved hero details UI. Improved the ability to check the growth figures more freely, such as ruins equipped, overall stats, hero talents, and enhancements. You know what? This is a great update too. There was a lot of clicks you had to do. You had to like click an eye icon to open up someone's team. Then you had to click and hold on each individual hero to open up the hero interface. And then you had to click on the ruin thing to open up your ruin interface. And then click and hold on each ruin to then open up it and actually see what was equipped. That was extremely difficult to actually go in, check ruins. And it's just a long process to click and hold to have to go into each hero. This looks like, I mean, I'm all for UI updates, especially when it gives us more information. So I'm a numbers guy, all about the numbers. Do your proper scouting before you get in. Oh, check it out. Hero details. It's tabs. Perfect. Check your ruins, check your stats, so you can see their talents. I wonder if they'll show us all the talents too, because currently we can only see the 60 talent and the main talent. I wonder if this new update allows us to see every talent choice our opponent has made. That would be awesome. Improved achievement notifications. I mean, that's pretty good. Right now you have to go back to the lobby and then get bombarded by like 16 achievements. So this will probably pop up as you achieve something now. Appear once they are completed, such as achievements, mission diary, and guild missions, as to not interfere with gameplay, because they would stop you dead. Open up this big screen. Hey, I'm Lena. Congrats on completing your mission. Yay! It's like, I knew I completed my mission. Like I was doing my mission, but thanks. Monthly daily login improvement. Monthly daily login improved. More intuitively confirmed rewards. SSR. White Knight or Black Knight selector, that looks like. Yes. And an SR. Look at this. Look at this. 22 to 28. That is beastly. SR. 50. I mean, 50 rainbow essence is actually a really good drop. 6-star ruin. Garbage. 100,000 enhanced stones. Nah. Totally bad. Like, not good at all. We'll take the SR units, and we'll definitely take the 50 rainbow essence because they're such a pain to farm. Other fixes and improvements. They fixed game freeze that happens while playing in multiplayer dungeon. Yep. Improved display pop-up messages when trying to download regardless of free space of the device. That doesn't really have an effect on me or many people. Improved matchmaking even without using gold to change in arena when defeated. Even without using, the matchmaking, so actually matching up against people. Manage ruins, equip, unequip, replace, enhance. UI has been improved, be more manageable and easier to use. Please! The sorting of ruins, you need to individually click and hold and open up every single ruin just to see the substats. That seriously needed some attention. Thank you. Please tell me they've made it easier to maybe sort by substats or just any possible improvement to ruins. You have so much work to do. I'm glad it's on their radar though. The user information UI of the chat system has been improved so that it can be more clearly identified if the user is your friend or not. Cool. Character names can now be used as in-game nicknames. Character names can be used as in-game nicknames. Okay. iOS users can now access official community page in-game through the web browser. A fish the next you appeared when one of the heroes listed below to use their resolve skill first before Ica. Now the Ica's skill will be activated with her resolve buff only. Marduk passive, Carolina, Nicholas, Leo, Howard, Aaron, Theo, Aristo, Liberto, and Ica level 60 passive. Listed below to use their resolve skill first before Ica. So Ica skill will be activated with her resolve buff only. Okay. I'd have to actually, I don't totally know what Ica's skill is, so I'm not totally sure what that update was. Fix an issue that occurred when Mary was revived via another ally's passive before her revive skill. So now Mary's level 60 talent effect will only be activated when Mary revived with her own skill. Damn, Mary was getting super buffed and a full skill kit cooldown every time she was revived. Oh, no, sorry. Only while revived by Demos or Karen's another ally's passive. So if Demos or Karen instant revived Mary, she was having all of her skill cooldowns, but they fixed it. So don't worry about it, it was fixed. Fix an issue that occurred when an ally is revived with other hero skill instead of Karen and Demos' revive skill. So not the skill effect will only be activated when the ally is revived with their own skill. When the ally is revived with other hero's skill instead of Karen and Demos' revive skill. So now the skill effect will only be activated when the ally is revived with their own skill. Okay, so I'm not... There was simply... It sounds like revive was getting doubled up here and used twice sometimes. So bug fixes anyhow. These are bug fixes, they're not really updates. But well, that's it. That's the patch. And I mean, we're down for maintenance right now. We're not gonna be back for another about 5-6 hours, maybe 3 or 4 by the time you guys are watching this. But I'm excited for the updates. We got new champions, a new Advent dungeon for us to take a look at, a new story mode to grind, which probably means maybe some new story added to the game as well. I've been really interested in the story lately. And Morrigan, Callie, and Claude to look out for. Let's go. I hope Netmarble keeps it up. I'd love to see big updates like this and new content monthly. That would keep me super interested into the game for a long time to come. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about all the updates. Say hi in the comments down below. I'm excited, honestly. But yeah, I want to hear from you guys. Let's fill that comment section up. What do you think? Who do you think is going to be better? Morrigan, Callie, or Claude? Which one's your favorite? For me, I kind of have to pick... I gotta pick Callie, but it might be the art that's influencing me a little more than it should. But thanks for checking this video out, guys. I'll see you again tomorrow. And for now, I'll leave you with my friendly reminder to check out BlueStacks on the computer, save that cell phone battery, play Knights Chronicle on the computer. You can find a link to download BlueStacks in the description down below. Use the link. It'll instantly install Knights Chronicles for you, and it helps me out, so I really appreciate it. You can also check out my Facebook and my Twitter down there to find out when new content's coming out, when I'm going live on Twitch so you can catch a live stream. And of course, just to kind of reach out to me too if you want. Say hi, ask me any questions. I love it. I got... that'll do for today, guys. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. And of course, stay classy.